guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Erica and welcome back to our California vlog series. I am so excited about today's video because today is really like the highlight of our California trip. Not that we haven't been having so much fun on all the other vlogs and days, because we really have. We've been to Disneyland, we went to Catalina Island, and did so many fun things around LA. So I definitely recommend checking out those vlogs after you finish this one. But today is really like the creme de la creme. So today we're going to the Magic Castle, which is an exclusive magician's club here in Los Angeles. We promised my dad for his birthday that we would take him here. He's actually a magician himself, and I'm so excited for him and also our entire family to go and experience this together. So let's first chat about how to actually attend the Magic Castle, because it is an exclusive club. So there are two ways you can visit the Magic Castle. One is if you're a member or a member invites you to the Magic Castle. And then the second way is to stay at the Magic Castle Hotel. So the way we are getting into the castle tonight is we do know a couple of members, so they were able to get us tickets to the Magic Castle. But if that was not going to be the case, we were going to just stay the night at the hotel at the castle, which is literally like right next door to the Magic Castle. So I love that they have both those options. It still makes it exclusive, but you know, there is an option for like basically the general public to visit the Magic Castle. You just need to stay at the hotel for probably a minimum of one night, maybe two. I'll definitely look that up and put that down here below. But yeah, there are multiple ways to get inside the Magic Castle. And if you're like, okay, but what really is the whole experience like? So what I've been told, because actually my aunt and uncle who are coming with us have been a few times before. So what I've been told is basically the Magic Castle, we're going on a Saturday night, so we're going there for dinner. So you arrive around 5 o'clock and you kind of go into this lobby, which they kept kind of comparing it to the Haunted Mansion, which I'm a big Disney girl, so I love that. That sounds so cool. You go into this like lobby and it's kind of like the stretching room apparently, and you have to like say open sesame, and then like some secret door opens and then you get to go inside the castle. And it's basically like being in a castle. Like there are multiple rooms that you can go into where there's gonna be magicians in each room. If you go up to the bar and ask for a drink, the bartender is also a magician, so he might do a card trick or something and then, you know, make you a craft cocktail or pour you a drink. And then there's also the dinner that we're going to be having, which is like in the ballroom. So we're going to be having dinner, and then we also will be watching the main show. So it's a little bit tricky. It's kind of like, I guess, going to Disneyland. I guess I compare everything to Disney, but it's kind of like going to Disneyland where, you know, you have the dinner and the main show. Those are two things that are guaranteed. Those are two experiences you definitely are going to be able to do. And then there are also multiple rooms, like I said. So you kind of have to pick and choose like which magician you want to go see. And one magician might be in a room that's like, I don't know, like the size of a bedroom. So only they can maybe fit like 10 or 15 people. And so you kind of have to pick and choose like where you want to go. So we're going to talk a little bit later this afternoon, me and my family, on the game plan. Because if you go on the Magic Castle Club's website, they will have like information about what magicians are like performing that night, so you can be like, oh, I really want to see this magician, so we got to make that a priority. But basically you can't see and do it all in one night because there's so many different experiences, so many different magicians performing. But you are going to be guaranteed the main show, which is in a big theater, and then the dinner. So those are like the two experiences that are like, okay, like you're definitely gonna be doing those, and then everything else you're gonna have to kind of make your own plan and kind of pick and choose. So I'm very excited about that. We're gonna talk our game plan later. And then another thing I want to share with you guys is the Magic Castle has a very, very strict dress code. I'm talking like, think wedding, but like even a little bit fancier than that. So they have a very strict dress code. I'm going to be wearing, I'll show you guys later, this red dress. My purse is amazing. I can't wait to show you guys that. This long red dress, because I thought red was very magic, you know, like a deck of cards. And then the guys all have to wear a suit with a tie and dress shoes. Women have to wear heels, no sandals allowed. You can go on their website and like you'll see like they have very detailed instructions on what not to wear, what to wear, and all of that. So it's kind of fun because it's like very like dress up experience. So like picking out the outfit was super fun and all of that. So yeah, it's gonna be such an amazing experience, and I cannot wait to like share with you guys everything that we saw and did. But here's the plan for the rest of the day. So it is 10:30 in the morning right now, and we're gonna get to the Magic Castle. Like I said, doors open at 5. We're probably going to get there around 4:45 to take some pictures outside of the castle and all of that. So our plan today is just kind of to chill and hang out. Sorry, you guys, the camera battery was about to die, so I had to change it. So yes, our plan today is chill and hang out, probably start getting ready around 2 o'clock just because I want to take my time getting ready. But I did want to let you guys know that even though I cannot film any of the magicians in the Magic Castle, my dad is definitely going to do a couple tricks for you guys. So you will see some magic in today's video. So yes, we're going to go ahead and just chill, hang out with our family for the day, have some lunch, and then I will talk to you guys a little bit later when we're getting ready and all of that. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we are back from our little lunch outing with the fam, and it is now 2 o'clock. So our goal here is to leave at 4 o'clock because from our Airbnb, it's going to take about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to get to the Magic Castle, and we want to get there before 5 so we can take pictures. So I'm going to start getting ready now, and this is going to be the first magic trick of the video. I'm going to snap my fingers, and then next time you'll see me, I'll be all glammed up. And just like that, we're all glammed up for the evening. Let me show you the full outfit in the full-length mirror in the hallway. So here's what I'm wearing to the Magic Castle, and my favorite thing I bought is definitely this purse. How cute is this? I got this off Amazon, if you can believe it. I'll have it linked down below, but here's what I'm wearing, just waiting for the boys to get ready, and then we gotta run downstairs and get in our Uber. So I'm gonna keep the camera here and take the phone and try and take as many pictures as I can once we get there, but I'm so excited. All right, here we are, just waiting outside for the Uber. Here's Josh, all spiffied up. Look at him in his nice black suit. Classic.
Wait, let's take a look at you.
Oh, well, I did show them, but I guess we're outside now. Show them the whole spin.
Yeah, very nice.
This is like the fanciest I felt since my wedding. like 2 times in my life I felt fancy, my wedding and tonight.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I wanted to ask you though, what is like the most, like what am I trying to say? The thing you're most looking forward to, like trick-wise, like magic trick-wise.
Good
What
question.
are you?
Good question.
What are you excited to see?
Probably sleight of hand, just because I
Yeah.
think it's so mesmerizing.
I love sleight of hand.
Understand how they do it.
I love just close-up magic because you're so close, so you're watching and you're like watching their every move and you still don't understand how they do it. I'm excited for that too.
But weren't you saying they do like bigger?
Yeah, because like
too?
for the main show, I think that's like an auditorium of like 100 people, so they're not going to do close-up magic there, I would assume. Probably more like, you know, maybe saw a woman in half. Maybe I'll volunteer for it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to report back with you guys.
Please don't
But
do that.
okay, I won't. I won't, just in case they mess up. But I don't think they will. They're the best magicians in the world, so I think we'd be in good hands. But
Let's see what happens.
okay, I think our Uber's about to pull up, so we'll catch you guys once we get to the castle.
See you there.
Okay, we have arrived and everyone's just kind of waiting in line to get in. We're kind of at the back side of the castle right over here. I'm gonna try and maybe go over here and get a picture, but it's kind of where people are getting dropped off. But yeah, it's 4:50. Got 10 more minutes till we can go inside. Okay, here's a better shot of the castle. And literally Hollywood is just over there, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame is just over here. But here is the Magic Castle, and then the hotel is on the other side of it. All right, time update. It is 5:08, and we are still waiting in line to get in. I feel like it's preparing us for waiting in line for all the magic tonight with all the different shows. But we're standing actually by this like really cool like little kind of photo wall, and so we just took a bunch of pictures there, us and the whole group. And yeah, I'm getting hungry too. I'm ready for dinner. But I think first we're gonna get a cocktail and then we go to dinner because dinner's not till like 6.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You get a little appetizer?
Maybe. We'll have to see.
I don't know. That'd
See
be
and find
nice.
out. I'm excited though. I'm excited to go inside.
Yeah.
All right, we're about to go inside, so we'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, so we're inside the lobby, but after this, no photos, no videos, so we'll see you guys after the show.
Ericka, don't get us kicked out.
No, I said you can take
Hey.
pictures in here, but then after that. You guys, I still cannot get over the things I saw last night at the Magic Castle. Okay, we have to talk the entire experience. So the last time I saw you guys, we were inside like the lobby area of the Magic Castle, which is the only place inside the castle that you're allowed to take photos and video. So I was like clicking away, I was taking all the videos. It's a very, very small area, but I was taking as many pictures as I could. So once you get inside that lobby area, that's when you kind of check in with the host, and then you also have to pay for your ticket then. So I thought you pay for your tickets like online ahead of time, which we did have tickets, but we didn't, I guess, pay for them until we were actually at the Magic Castle. So we just had to get that squared away, and it's $45 per person to attend. But again, you have to get your tickets either through a member or staying at the Magic Castle Hotel. So once we all paid for our admission, then we walked up to that bookcase that I showed you guys, and it had a little teeny tiny owl like statue in the bookcase, and you had to say "Open Sesame," and when you said that, the bookcase literally opened like they do in the movies. It was so crazy. And then you walk down this like narrow, like kind of dark alley, and then it comes into this beautiful bar area. And there's a really pretty staircase to your right, and then kind of a sitting area over here to your left, and it's all like very like 1920s like feel, and like with the architecture and the furniture and everything, and it was so freaking cool. And once you, get inside, they do have this brochure that shows you all the magicians that are performing that night. So here were our magicians for the night, and this is super helpful because you can't see and do it all. So this, you really have to like pick and choose who you want to prioritize and who you want to see. So we immediately were kind of like brainstorming what we wanted to do, what was going to be our game plan for the evening. And then also what's super helpful on the brochure is there is a map of the Magic Castle. So it's 4 levels, and I'm telling you guys like, oh wait, I think it's technically 5. Well, the executive offices. Wait, no, that would still be 5. I don't know. I'm just telling you guys, this castle, like it just felt like it kept going and going and going, and I thought I'd seen it all, and that at the end of the night we found like a whole new level. So it is absolutely crazy, but yeah, that is super helpful to know, so that way when you're like, oh, I want to see this magician, he's in the library bar, and then it'll show you like how to get to the library bar. So we got in to the Magic Castle around 5:15, I want to say, and we had time to sneak downstairs and catch like 15-20 minutes of a magician just kind of doing card tricks and sleight of hand tricks. So we got to kind of sneak in the back there. It's a very, very, like all the rooms are different sizes and like very different like feels to them. So this one was kind of in the basement, so it was a little bit more of like, I don't want to say a basement bar because it was still grand and beautiful, like you would think of like a 1920s kind of like room. But we were just kind of standing in the back. We watched a little of his magic show, and then it was time for our dinner reservation. So I highly recommend doing the dinner reservation. It's not required. You don't have to have dinner at the Magic Castle, but the perk of having dinner at the Magic Castle it gets you into the main show of the evening. So the main show of the evening is in the biggest auditorium within the Magic Castle, and that's going to have, some pretty big performers in there. So we definitely wanted to make sure we did have our dinner. So we already had the reservation beforehand, and our reservation was at 6 o'clock. So we saw the magician in the basement until about like 5:45, and then we went upstairs to the dining room to have our dinner. And guys, the dinner was crazy. So the dining room is very, very beautiful, and it's like a typical kind of dining room, but it still gives you that feel like that you're in like this kind of haunted mansion kind of feel. I want to say like overall the theme and vibe of the Magic Castle is very much like haunted mansion, like at Disney World, but like meets like 1920s like Art Deco maybe. Like it's like kind of like a blend of that. But we walk in, we check in, and there's this beautiful dining room, but the hostess goes, oh, okay, come over here. You're going to be seated in our private room. There's only one private room in the dining room, and I don't know, somehow got seated there. No one knows how. We were like, did anyone like say anything? Did anyone like slip a little tip or something? No, I don't know how we got this. I think it was maybe because we were a party of 8. But we went into this beautiful private room, and it was all themed to Houdini, and it had like actually like Houdini's artifacts. Like there was his magic wand, there was this piano that was in his house, like, and every little detail, like, oh my gosh, I just like sat there and I just looked, and the wallpaper in the room reminded me of the wallpaper in the Haunted Mansion, like kind of kind of that look, but it wasn't purple, it was red, but like that's the best way I can describe it. And there were so many like little tiny artifacts, or there was like a little funky looking statue over here, and it was just like you could honestly spend hours in that room, and there's probably so much history in that room alone. But that was amazing. So we had dinner at 6, and I would say, like, for dinner wise, don't expect like anything out of this world when it comes to the food. Like, the food was good, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is like 5 stars, like Michelin star restaurant kind of good. I mean, I think their food could be better, but it wasn't like bad by any means. But you're not really there for the dinner, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, well, I wasn't like that disappointed because I'm not there for dinner, I'm there for magic. But you would hope that maybe they could like maybe make the menu a little bit bigger, but I'm just saying, like, go into it the mindset like thinking this is not going to be the best meal of my life, but it'll be good, it'll be enjoyable. But we just had the best time. We had drinks and wine and our dinner, and it was so fabulous. And then once dinner was done, they gave us these tickets to go downstairs to the main show. Or was it? It wasn't downstairs. Now I'm getting, you had to go upstairs and to the right. I'm telling you, like, this whole place, you cannot believe how much fits inside this castle. But then we went to the main show. So this auditorium, I don't want to say it's an auditorium because it's not that big, but I do think it probably was it sat around like 100-ish people. But it was very still intimate and cozy. And there was 3 performers at the main show. One was, he was kind of like the MC, so he kind of like entertained you and did a little bit magic in between the 2 other acts. And then the first act was a sleight of hand guy, and he didn't like speak at all during his performance, which I thought was really interesting. He just played like Coldplay music the whole time, and then he was just like doing crazy stuff with silks and like making a silk like break through a what am I thinking? A hoop. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just crazy. The things he was pulling out, and he was all just like, oh, where is it? No, it's here, and all of this. And his performance was really good. But the last guy, oh my gosh, the MC magician came out, and he goes, okay, this last guy is literally, he's gonna melt your brain. And I was like, okay, like, we'll see. He freaking melted my brain. Oh my gosh, he was incredible. So his act was freaking crazy. Like, he would light a match, and all of a sudden a freaking bird would appear. A bird, like a live bird, and like he was just pulling birds out of everything, and you think, okay, I got it all now. And he would pull a bird out of something crazy like fire or behind his head or whatever, and then he put all these birds in a cage. And this is where I like almost lost it. He had 3 birds in a cage, and he kind of wheeled the cage up. And I feel like he like picked it up like almost as if it was a curtain, but it was a cage. And all of a sudden it all disappeared, and a freaking poodle was there on the table, like a toy poodle dog. I just was like, what? It was so, like, we were losing our minds. Everyone was like screaming. My jaw was on the floor. It was insane. And then he was not done after that. I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm done. I can't handle anymore. But then he comes out, and he has these beautiful like red and green and blue kind of silk scarves. And I'm telling you, it was freaking crazy. He just kind of pulls the scarves out, and a parrot, not a little parrot, like a freaking macaw parrot, just appeared out of nowhere. And that was the end of his act. And we were all just like, oh my gosh, like, you are truly magic. Like, I don't know how he did that. I don't know where he could have even hidden a bird that big on him, or where the dog came from. It was crazy. Yeah, still my mind is blown from that. But that was the main show, and that show was at 8. And then after that, we went ahead and looked at our brochure again, and my dad really wanted to see Johnny Ace Palmer. My dad loves his magic, so we're like, okay, let's make that a priority. So it was probably 9 o'clock once the main show ended, and then Johnny was going to perform at 10. And he performed at 10, 10:45, 11:30, and 12:30. And we were like, let's just make sure we go see him first. So we went, and because we were a party of 8, and a lot of these other rooms where the magicians are performing in aren't that big, so there's a lot of ushers around, so you can talk to them and ask for their advice. And we talked to an usher, and he said, if I were you, I would just get in line now, because Johnny's going to be very popular, and I don't want you guys to miss him. So we said, okay. So we just grabbed a couple more cocktails from the bar, and we sat, and it's in a beautiful like hallway, and it has all these like either caricatures of like famous magicians or like really cool like magician posters. I mean, the whole castle in itself is a museum with artifacts everywhere. So we sat on there. They had these like very nice velvet benches, and we just sat and waited for a show, and we just chatted and had our cocktails, and then we got to be the front row of Johnny Ace Palmer. And I'm kidding, it was like from me to you how close we were to his magic show. And I have to tell you, my favorite part of his, and he was all like close-up magic, but he was doing a cups and balls routine where he has 3 cups, and then he puts 3 balls in them, and he kind of like, you know, does one of these, and they go, oh, where's the ball? Oh, it's not here? Oh, yeah, I moved them over here. And that is so cool in itself. And my dad does do some of those tricks, so I've seen those before, and I love them. But the kicker was that he was like, he had all 3 cups, and then he goes, wouldn't it be crazy? Sorry to leave you hanging. I had a little tickle in my throat, so I had to get a glass of water. But so he had the 3 cups, and he was doing a bunch of cups and balls tricks. And then he goes, wouldn't it be crazy if there was just like baby chickens under here? And I was like, what? And he literally lifts up the cups, and there's 3 baby live chickens under those cups. And I don't know how the heck he did it, because I was seriously sitting so close to him, like from me to you, and it's like how what, like, where did they come from? We all just freaked out, and I mean, absolutely blown away. I think him and the guy that like did the parrot and the toy poodle thing were my favorite of the night, but that was insanely cool. And then I mean, after that, throughout the night, it was just kind of like picking and choosing who we went to go see. We saw 2 more magicians after that. One was kind of more like a mind reader magician, so he would like take people from the audience, and he would be like, oh, like, I'm going to guess your name, and then he would like get their name right, or like he'd have them write down a fun fact about themselves, and then he would get it. Like, it was crazy. And then also you would just exploring the castle in itself was worth the price of admission, I think. Again, they had, especially downstairs in the basement bar, they had all these like artifacts from so many magicians, and it was just filled with history, and I love that so much. And I was looking over at the bar, and then the bartender was doing magic tricks for the people who was pouring drinks from, and they were freaking out, and everyone's minds were just blown the whole night. And we stayed out till, I think it closes at like 12:31. We stayed the whole night and still didn't get to see every magician, but we got to do so much, and it went by so fast too, but it was such a cool night. And if you love magic at all in any capacity, you have to make the Magic Castle a priority. Like, you just have to. It is just the most insane experience ever. I already know I would love to come back and do it again, because again, they're always having new magicians come in, and I just love magic. It's so it's not even just entertaining, it's also like you're trying to figure it out, but you can't, so your mind's just blown. And it was just such a cool experience. And yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this brochure and for the memories. But we had the most amazing night, and everyone who worked there and all the magicians were so kind and sweet, and it was just such a cool, unique experience. Like, honestly, we just kept saying like how blessed we felt to like experience this. And I know not a lot of people know about it, so I'm hoping, if you know, maybe you've never heard of this, but this sounds like something you would love to do. Like, now you can go and experience it, and you kind of know like what to do to get in and all of that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on the Magic Castle, please drop them down in the comments. I think I would love to do like a full video just on the Magic Castle, like just me and you sitting down and like going through all your questions and just talking about the whole experience. I know I talked a lot about it here, but like doing a little bit more thorough video. I just wanted to make this today because it was fresh on my mind, because it was just last night. But yeah, it was so freaking cool. But this vlog is not over yet, because I promised you guys some magic, and my dad's going to do a couple tricks for you. So we will do that next. And yeah, because we can't have a Magic Castle vlog without a little bit of magic. So my dad's definitely going to do a few tricks for you guys. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, Magic Castle, so freaking cool. It's such a cool experience. Dad is going to perform a magic trick for you guys. So the card trick we're doing.
Card trick. Josh, you want to see a card trick?
I'd love to see a card trick.
All right. What I'm going to do, Josh, is I'm going to riffle through these cards like this, and you tell me when to stop, okay?
Okay. Stop.
You sure?
Yes.
You want to stop there, or you want to stop somewhere else?
Right there.
Right there, okay. So, this is your card.
Okay.
Take a look.
Here, show the camera too. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Just shove it in the middle of the pack somewhere. Perfect. Now, Josh, when I took these cards out of the card box,
Yeah.
if I would have had, let's say, this one flipped up when they came out, you might have thought the deck was face up potentially, right?
Yes.
But since it's like that, you know that it's not face up, right?
Right.
But here's the thing. If I take the deck, I give it a little shake like that,
Oh gosh.
all the cards are face up.
What?
Okay. Except one card.
No. Oh
Now,
my
Josh,
gosh.
before you flip that over, why don't you tell us what your card was?
It was a 10 of spades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you show us?
No way! Oh my gosh, that's so
Now, here's the
good.
thing. What color is that card?
Black.
Other side.
Oh, blue.
You had to pick that card. You know why?
No, no, no.
Because
They're
it's the
all
only
red.
It's the only red card in the deck.
What?
Okay. Now here's the thing. You had to pick the 10 of spades. You know why? Because all the cards are blank.
Wow, that was so good! Oh my gosh. Well, I can't think of a better way to wrap up our Magic Castle vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I think I'm gonna do a full review on the Magic Castle in a future vlog. So if you guys have any questions, definitely drop them down in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this vlog, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye.